I'm back!
And hello, my beautiful people. Did you miss me? I sure did miss you, and I sure did miss making these videos. And in the past 3 weeks and a little bit more, I felt so useless. I felt completely useless because the new dark den, the new space wasn't set up for me to start moving everything over there. Because today, when I'm recording this video, it is January the 13th. Thank God it is Monday, Tuesday, it is not Friday the 13th, but all of this time I was just sitting at home and waiting for stuff to finish over there so I can move everything. And I knew that I have a lot of things to do, that I have huge work waiting for me, but I just couldn't do it. So therefore I felt so useless because I wasn't able to do anything. But now, finally, today, the big move can start because it kinda already did start. Yesterday the space was ready for the move, so I started moving all the smaller objects. You see, I moved all the empty enclosures. I emptied from over there. I had big boxes from over there. Everywhere I had big boxes. I moved all of them, and also you see from here I moved all the stuff, but I haven't been moving any animals, and I didn't move any furniture because for that I wanted to rent a van. And outside, let me show you. You see, I rented a big van, and currently inside I have a space heater heating this space inside because I need it to be warm for all the animals. So there's that. Just go back. And I already had renting arranged in advance, so therefore I had to do it today, not yesterday, because yesterday I didn't have a van, and this was first time for me driving the van, so it is kind of fun experience. You are so above all the other cars, and yeah, it is something that I never experienced. But we have that heating outside. I mean, the van is heating, but it's still not warm enough. So therefore I need to wait for that. And while we are waiting, we can talk a bit about the stuff that happened. Actually, I don't even know from where to start because we have a development of some situation. Okay, you will see that in next video. I have one new animal, actually few new animals, but you will see one new animal in next video. But today it is all about the move. And check it out, the merch. The merch is shipped. People already received most of the shirts and calendars, but unfortunately all the calendars, at least majority of calendars, are sold out. I still have like 20 or 30 left, but I didn't put them on the webshop because I received a couple of messages from people ordering the calendar that the pages inside are not arranged correctly and that some pages are missing. So therefore I want to see how many of faulty calendars are out there, because I think that there shouldn't be too many that are faulty, but just in case I want to have a healthy stock ready for the replacements. And after everyone receives their calendars and I have a confirmation that there aren't any faulty calendars left, I will put all the other calendars on the webshop. And there are also a couple of shirts like these, the Rainbow Ornata shirt. This shirt is actually based on the Elvira, the Petzelteria Ornata. She's actually the biggest tarantula in the dark den, and this picture is based on her. There are still some left in the stock on the webshop, but I think that I will need to order a new batch because I see that you guys are really enjoying the Rainbow Ornata shirt. Anyhow, I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Yes, Now I will need to record taking all the enclosures outside, but what I forgot that I took the tripod in the final dark den. It is over there together with all the other gear, majority of gear. So I don't have a tripod right here, so I will need to figure out where to put the camera and how to point it in order to record some kind of decent time lapse. But first thing that we are going to move are all the animals. So I will first take all the enclosures, the glass enclosures, together with all the plastic enclosures and smaller enclosures. I will put all of them in this box together with these smaller ones, but I'm hoping that I will be able to fit them at once in the van, so I won't be needing to do 2 trips for that. And then after that, after I take all the rest of the stuff, then my brother will come and we will take all the furniture out. And also, you know, I will need to disassemble this big bad boy. But the Despacito, come on, focus. Despacito is once again burmating inside of that big wood piece. You see, he's inside burmating, so that's why the lights are off. But I will need to take him outside and probably I will wake him up with that. Also, I will need to take all the cans and that will be interesting. I need a big bag for that. Yeah, so less talk, more work, right? A big time lapse coming. I am so tired. I have a stairs that are going into the basement from outside, and you can count how many times I already went up and down those stairs, and I'm not even halfway down. Let's go. I am dying. As I said, many stairs, a lot of enclosures equal that petko. There is definitely more than 50 glass enclosures plus the plastic ones. So that means I went a lot of times up and down on those stairs. Thankfully it is just like 7 or 8 stairs, but still into the van, from the van outside, down the stairs here, then go back, and all the time I need to open and close the doors and but yeah, okay. The most sensitive part of this move is done because majority of enclosures is moved, and I'm not sure if you remember how many enclosures there were when I was moving into the previous dark den, but there was just like maybe like this stack, and now I have double of that. crazy. All the tarantulas, they got bigger, so they needed glass enclosures, and also I received a lot of tarantulas and a lot of animals, so therefore the stack is huge, and I didn't expect that it will take such a long time to move everything, and it will be such a hassle. If I knew it would take so long, I would actually ask my brother to help me out with this also. But regardless, I will stop whining now. Let me show you everything. With all this stuff in the dark den seems a lot smaller, to be honest. I mean, this is first room and this is second room where I put all the glass enclosures and also the glass that I have and also some other stuff, bunch of stuff. But this is the first room. Here I will put the table and the one piece of furniture will go into this corner. Over here I will put the Despacito's enclosure once I move it. Come on, camera, stop with a lot of problem with focus. Now there. So as I said, this will be a huge enclosure, and this is one space, and now the main space is much bigger, slightly taller than this one, because I actually have a small ramp here, and also you see there is edge here, so this ceiling is lower and also floor is higher, so yeah, but it is all right. And also if you check inside of this enclosure, look who we have, Felix. I brought him first inside, and he doesn't like the fact that he's on the ground. But for now, until I bring his enclosure, it will need to be like this. There is everything I need to tell you in regards to this. Now we will jump into a second time lapse where I will take all the furniture and also rest of the enclosures and the rest of the stuff, but majority is in here now. And in case you're wondering, yeah, I also need to say something. I know that it seems crowded with all this stuff, but majority of these boxes and all of that will go into this room here, but it is currently being painted and the tiles need to be laid down here also, so it will need to wait. And also in the same time the rest of the house is being painted, so I have some stuff in here that actually belongs up there. And you see, this is the AC. The ventilation is still not installed, but that will be done in a day or so. There is a certain reason why that is not done, but everything else, it's finished. So let's continue with these shenanigans.
The bunny, whoa, I love the bunny. I don't love my mom or my dad, just the bunny. The bunny, yeah, I love the bunny. I gave everything that I had for the bunny. I don't want no health food when it's time to feed. A big bag of bunnies is all that I need. I don't want no buddies to come out and play. I'll sit on my sofa, eat bunnies all day. I won't go to church and I won't go to school. That stuff is for sissies, but bunnies are cool.
Tissue and my nose is runny. I just want a plate and a fork and a bunny. I don't want to tell you a joke that is funny. I just want a plate and a fork and a bunny. I don't want to play on a day that is sunny. I just want a plate and a fork and a bunny.
Bunny, whoa, I love the bunny. I don't love my mom or my dad, just the bunny. The bunny, yeah, I love the bunny. I gave everything that I had for the bunny. The bunny, whoa, I love the bunny. I don't love my mom or my
Now
dad,
let me tell you a
just the
story about how I've slowly descended into a madness while doing all of this. And it all started when I was moving this table into another room. Keep in mind that at this point it was around midnight and I started with the move after like 10 a.m. So I'm kinda super exhausted physically and mentally. But there was still work to do and I couldn't just stop now. So I was trying to wiggle this table through this narrow passage and it barely fit, but I was getting dangerously close to chip and damage the edges of the wall, and that was something I definitely wanted to avoid because it was freshly made and everything was so nice and, yeah. But then I spotted that the other furniture piece that we previously put inside of the room, it was in the way and there was no way I can get past it. I was missing like 1 centimeter or maybe even less. And you see me, I started to despair, thought about just quitting and going home to bed, but I had to do something, I had to move it. Then I remembered that I can actually just disassemble it and move it that way. It took a while, but it worked and I, you see, managed to get the table inside of the room. But my pain and suffering didn't end there. Now I had to set up an enclosure for Felix, which means bringing his tree inside and putting it vertically, which again showed to be challenging thing because it was too tall for the room. So after a bit of wiggling, bending and cutting and then wiggling, bending and cutting again, I finally managed to get it up, but now looking at the recording, I could probably just get it up without any problem if I flipped it on the other side. But as I said, it was late and my mental capabilities were dropping from minute to minute. But with the tree being at its place, putting all the plants and glass panels around it, it was a piece of cake. So soon Felix was finally able to get his enclosure up and running, but still, without a light and heat setup, I left that for first thing next day. Now it is around 1 a.m. and I'm ready to do the final thing before I go to bed, and that is to disassemble the Despacito enclosure. It was left in the hall of the house, you see, but I had to move it before the morning to make room for tomorrow's construction in the house. When I built this enclosure, I used the silicone to close off the edges so water won't penetrate inside the wood, so I figured that the silicone will be able to hold the shelf on its own and that it is safe to remove all the screws. Yeah, I was wrong. Again, it was a long day, so I wasn't really thinking straight, so just wanted to get it done. So after thinking about taking an axe and slicing it all to pieces and throw it outside, thankfully I remember that I don't have the axe and that I should just carry on with the work regardless of the fact that bottom shelf snapped where it was screwed. And also inside I still had the heat spot and the UVB lamp. Thankfully only heat spot, the deep heat bulb broke and the UVB was actually fine, so that was at least something. So that gave me hope that I will be able to salvage it somehow. So I manned up, did what it needed to be done, and finally went to bed completely dead. Hello once again, we meet again. Even though I had a really good sleep, I still feel a bit tired and I cannot wait to finish everything here so I am done and I can just get a good rest. Anyhow, I wanted actually to start this scene with me buying the, you know, those like bags, and you have tiny styrofoam balls inside, and then you put it on the floor and just sit in it, and it is really comfy and really cozy. I wanted to get one of those, but I went to like 5 or 6 stores here in my town, Koprivnica, and I didn't manage to find any, so that means I will need to go somewhere outside of my town and try to search for it. But I definitely want to get something like that for dark den to make it a bit more cozy for me, so I can rest on occasion. And also maybe, just maybe, I will manage to find enough empty space. Once I move everything, I will manage to find enough space to put one smaller sofa to get that season 1 vibe going. I'm still not sure about that, if I will find empty spot for that, but I will definitely look into it. That will be cool, right? That will be cool. Okay, off camera, before I started recording this, I set up the field, and I can just show you. I actually set up Felix enclosure, you see. Now it is basically as it was in the old dark den, but just there aren't any leaves on the bottom. That is because, as I said, I want to redesign his entire enclosure and have real substrate down there and have these plants being actually planted in the ground and not have them in these smaller buckets, or however you call these potting thingies, yeah, whatever. But I want to do that, and also while doing that, now looking at how this shape looks at this spot, I really don't like how it is pointy, and I want to cut the glass in smaller pieces and then shape it in like a U shape, so it is kind of round, not perfectly round, but kind of round. You get what I'm saying, right? And that way I think that it will be much better, and also walking around the entire thing, it will be more smoother. You won't be having this corner to bump into. And yeah, Felix is actually enjoying the heat and UVB. He actually spent entire yesterday without heat and UVB, so he was really sluggish, and I actually got worried for him that he will have some consequences because of that, but it seems that he is coming back to his former self now with heat and light. And yeah, I know that this is not beautifully done, but I will be redoing all of this in the near future, because now the priority is just to get everything up and running in order to do the stuff here. I also need to do all the other lights here and everything, not to mention I still need to move all of this stuff, and Yeah, I think that I said previously, but majority of these boxes that you are seeing here, they will go into this room. So that means that we will have enough space for new furniture pieces here that I plan to do, but currently it looks really crowded. And just look at this room. The situation in here is much worse than in the previous room, but I still need to move some stuff around. Then I will be able to move this table in that corner. I will reassemble, hopefully, if it's not too broken, I will be able to reassemble this Despacito's enclosure and put it in that corner, and then I will be able to move that into his enclosure, under his enclosure, and I will need to move that stuff. Yeah, basically a lot of work to do. So I will continue with the time lapses, and hopefully by the end of this day I will be done with this and with this video. Okay, let's go. Getting there, check everything out. This is now actually, you see, usable corner. I will put this up, so now I will have this as a background. You won't be able to see this because, again, the camera will be located over there. So basically now, you see, starting to look a bit more familiar. But there is one awesome feature when it comes to this table now. You see, there is no gap here, and once I put this on the wall, also here, no gap whatsoever, and that means that when I'm doing a rehouse, Tarantula can run in that direction and I literally won't care at all, because yeah, where it can go, maybe on the wall, and then oh no, it got on the ceiling, and oh look, I can reach the ceiling, no problem, I can still catch the Tarantula. So this will definitely be improved table, but of course this is not the final table. That I want to make it much better. I want to improve it, and I want the table to be located in the middle and to have one set of enclosures on one side and one set of enclosures on the other side, and that will be then much better. Then here potentially I will have empty spot for sofa, but for now I need to bring the cappuccino's old enclosure that will go over there, and for now I put the roaches right here as a place to sit in the middle of this small room, but this is also not the actual location. The actual location will be later on over there somewhere, and I would like to make it vertical and not horizontal like this, and then I will have like two colonies, one beneath each other, and it should be better when it comes to space usage. Okay, so this is in regards to this room, you see, and now this room is more spacious, you see, and now look, for the first time ever I will actually have the 360 enclosure, the Balfour enclosure in the middle, that it will be viewable from all the sizes, from all the sides. Actual 360 enclosure. Nothing changed really in here. I just cleaned everything up. And where is Felix? There he is. Felix, are you enjoying your new place? Hard to tell for sure. And now we are reaching the final time lapse where I will try to arrange all of these cables and light everything up. We will start from source enclosure to put light and heat for him. Then I will light up this corner as it used to be. Then I will light these enclosures, and maybe I will set up lighting over there, but I'm not real sure if that will work out. I need to set up light here, and also I need to do all of that. But one problem, the pump is once again not working. I guess since it wasn't running for one day, it got clogged again, because you see when I plug it in, nothing. But okay, time lapse. Let's go! Ta-da! I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm done for this video. Let me show you. Even though I also got a lighting system for these enclosures, you know, I didn't really bother setting that up because it is not essential for these enclosures to have light, unlike these ones that got live plants inside. They need the light. So all the lights that are running now are actually more or less needed. I mean, some aren't, but majority of these lights are required. These lights also aren't needed, but that was just one cable that needed to be plugged in, and it is not a problem, but these definitely need. And now everything looks better, definitely better. Next video, what I will record here, I have no idea, but we will see. The other thing that is also left to be connected is plumbing system for Felix enclosures. Currently I'm manually misting the enclosure because nothing is connected, but I will do that in the next few days. And I don't know, but it's not important because I'm here all the time, so I'm able to mist it. Unlike in other previous Dark Den where I wasn't spending majority of the day, here I will be. And that's it. This video is finished. I think that it will be a kind of long video, but yeah, after a long time, after 3 and maybe 3.5 weeks of not making any videos, finally I really missed it. I really missed doing videos, even though I didn't thought that I will miss it as much. I actually did, but I know that I didn't miss editing, and editing of this video will also be interesting. So, you know how I want to end this video? Do you remember this? This is the gummy spider that I received in last video. Actually, I can use the tripod, right? I received this gummy spider in last video. I unboxed it. It was in a fan package. Check it out, how awesome it is. And in that video I said that I will eat this in New Dark Den. So there we go. Mission successful. You know what? It would be really cool if this spider would actually regenerate its legs. That way I would be able to eat it forever, but I don't think that that's the case with this one. So, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sticking around and not forgetting about me. Hopefully someone is watching this video. I mean, I'm sure that there will be a lot of you, but I was kind of afraid of doing a break because you never know how your channel will perform after the break, after some pause. Hopefully the algorithm won't kill the channel. I surely hope so, because now I need to maintain this place. It will be costly. The heating will be intense because I'm using the AC for heating, and it should be efficient, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, it is time to end this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something, you know it. If you're new to this channel somehow, make sure to subscribe, or if you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you want to support the channel even more, there's a Patreon page, and sorry Patreon guys, sorry for not making the video. I wanted to record that video here, but I just couldn't set up as I've already explained everything. Everything was running late, so I will do that video in the future. Also, if you want to support the channel, there's a merch page, so get some merch, get some shirts, get some stickers. I forgot how to do the outro. I don't know. Monday, Friday. See you again soon. Bye.